Hello guys, welcome back. NW Sportscast here for some baseball talk. This is a big topic today. The pitchers have been cheating and we want to get to the bottom of it. So, we all have opinions. Everyone has opinions. We've seen the interviews. Trevor Bauer, Garrett Cole, Tyler Glasnow. Everybody knows what's going on. There's a big problem with baseball. We're going to talk about it today. Drew, you first.
I think that there has to be some sort of substance that is used by the pitchers.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, no doubt.
Whether that be
Yeah,
whether that be rosin or sweat or whatever, right?
That's your take?
Or
No,
or
duh.
not. But
Have you not
but
seen?
spidertac is not. Spidertac is a performance enhancing thing. It's not just to let them have control of the baseball. So things like spidertac or I think even pine tar I don't think should be allowed. I think it should be purely the rosin bag and maybe a substance that everybody in the league agrees upon, and then there won't be problems about if one guy's using this stuff and one guy's using this stuff. If everyone's allowed to use spidertac, right, then it'd still be a big deal because no one would be getting hits. But there wouldn't be a controversy about some pitchers using rosin bags and some people are using spidertac, and it's just such an unfair advantage, right? There should be at least one regulated substance, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, I'll talk about my take next, but let's go to Hunter over there on the end.
They shouldn't be using anything because it's just dumb, and they should have pure skill. That's my take.
All right.
If you're a pitcher, did you use that in high school? Did you use it in college?
Yeah, that's
No.
true. They probably didn't.
So you got drafted because you didn't use it. You didn't get
I do
drafted
have a
because
rebuttal
you
to
used
that, but I'll let Seth go first.
Yeah, Seth. We'll have Seth go first.
I think the main thing about it is pitchers, we know we've been using the rosin and the sunscreen, and that's like Drew said, that's just probably okay, but Glasnow basically said he went out there with nothing, and he threw a great game. He had a very nice game. So we know that pitchers can still be good, and they're claiming that they can throw, it makes their control better, which sure, maybe it makes you get a better grip, and it makes you command better, and maybe it helps the batters, but you shouldn't need any substance. When we saw him go out there with raw, and we saw Garrett Cole go out and yesterday pitch 8 innings, we're seeing these guys go out and having dominant starts now with nothing, which shows that they don't need to have anything on this ball to make it where they want to go. So using the injury as an excuse and all that stuff is just dumb. I think they shouldn't be cheating whatsoever. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I guess it's my turn. So here's the thing. Pitchers are going to cheat. We know they're going to cheat. They're going to find ways to cheat. And guess who else is cheating? Hitters are cheating too. We know what they're doing. The Astros are banging on trash cans. They got it from the Yankees. They got it from other teams. Pretty much every team probably has at least one player who's a hitter who's cheating.
Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre apparently had a guy in center field with binoculars. With binoculars. Hitters find ways to cheat too. And if that has to even the playing field to let the pitchers cheat, let's go for it. Here's what I will say. I kind of like the aspect of the competition of who can find the best substance, because clearly Trevor Bauer cracked the code,
That's so bad.
and now he's
That's
the best
so
pitcher.
dumb.
Okay, so here's what my suggestion is.
Baseball's not a cheating competition.
Here's what my
it's a game.
Here's what my suggestion is. If the pitchers want to use something, they should be allowed to just show it to the umps. And if the umps are like, no, that you bought that's spidertac, then they can say no spidertac. If the pitcher's like, I've developed it myself, there's no spidertac, and they can prove that like it's like a mixture of sunscreen and whatever.
See, but that's the thing. You can't prove that.
That
You
is
have
so
buy
dumb,
spidertac.
Levi.
Put in your own
Levi,
container and
you're
be
saying
like,
that's
I
not
made
good.
it.
I
When
boiled
we have
Coke
pitchers
and
doing this and
sunscreen.
claiming that this is legal, how are they going to know that? Oh, this thing is something that I made, but then this is something else. Like, there's no way to.
They have to submit.
The umps can't be the
Here's
people.
an idea.
The umps cannot be the people that decide.
It's
what's
also
legal.
not a
Here's an
cheating
idea.
competition.
Here's an idea.
God,
Before the season, each pitcher submits their substance
that's
to
the
the league,
dumbest thing I've
and
ever
the
heard.
league will
No.
determine whether
No.
or not that is too
No.
much. The
No,
league
no,
will
no.
determine. I think that's what they should do.
Then I would
That's
just boil
ridiculous.
Because
Coke.
the
the
hitters-
hitters should be able to use steroids.
They probably already are.
Right,
A
they
lot of
probably
them,
are.
They are
They
probably
get
are.
tested
so
every
often
day.
They don't
nowadays.
get tested for
Yes,
every.
they get tested.
Okay, guys. Here's the thing about steroids. Not every steroid is testable, detectable. There's a lot of foreign steroids from doctors down in South America. They make.
What?
No, it's true.
This
It's true.
dude does not know what
There
he's
are
talking about.
there are
What?
steroids that players can take that they don't even know that they're taking.
Okay, my point, the MLB can't do this in the middle of the season. And that's it. They told at the beginning of the year that use whatever you're still using, we're just going to observe. And then next year we're going to come up with a conclusion. But now, since no one's hitting the baseball, they didn't have any other choice but to change it. And if you listen to Glasnow's interview, that was more what he was saying, is that the whole season you've been telling me I can do whatever I want. And then all of a sudden now you're telling me I can't do it. And now I do think it's a dumb reason to say that you got hurt because of spider tack. But he does have a point that if you're in the middle of the season and the whole season I've been allowed to wear these certain basketball shoes or whatever that can make me jump like 6 inches in the air, and then I just can't wear those shoes. My shot might be a little off, something like that, and it's just you have to have the off season to then develop being able to throw a baseball with just rosin instead of in the middle of a season just say, okay, now you can't just use spidertac.
Well, the problem is you
I
should
agree.
be
They
good.
should
No,
be
no,
They
no.
should be allowed to use it.
No, you
If the
should.
hitters are cheating, let the
Levi,
pitchers cheat too.
You should be
Evens
good
the
enough.
playing field.
Levi, you weren't drafted like Drew said. You weren't drafted to jump 6 inches in the air. You were drafted because you could jump as much as you could. You're not. You
But
were
the
drafted
hitters-
because you can cheat.
The hitters weren't drafted because they're going to know exactly when a curveball's about
No,
to be thrown at them,
exactly.
and yet they do.
No, that's really dumb.
Do you think that
I-
MLB should change
I
it in
may
the middle of
sound
the
like
season?
an old head, but you shouldn't be cheating in general. So when a
Yeah.
guy's trying to claim that his
Yes, but when the
Because
MLB
they-
says you're allowed
But that's
to
like,
cheat,
let's say,
That's
okay,
like
here's
stupid.
an example. Here's an example. Okay, look. So you're driving to
the
work every
MLB
day.
said you're
Let's
allowed
say
to
that
cheat.
you speed to work every day. You speed to work every day, right? And you never get pulled over. And then one day you're late to work because a cop said you can't speed anymore. And you tell your boss, oh yeah, I was late because I couldn't speed.
Except for the cop was like, okay,
I'm just
you
saying.
don't have to speed.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, the MLB is based
Well,
on
and
that's
now-
like what they're
and
trying.
now let's say the
That's-
boss has also been speeding to work.
But he hasn't.
No, that's like you going to work and the speed limit's 100 miles an hour. And
That's,
then
these,
someone
these
pulls
guys
you
are trying to
over
say,
60.
these guys are trying to, they're admitting that they're cheating. They're basically saying, oh yeah, we're cheating, so let us have some time to keep cheating till we can figure out how to not cheat.
Yes,
That's
but
the
the-
dumbest thing I've ever
look,
heard.
these
Well,
guys were
then,
call- no,
then they
no,
need to
these-
find it first. They need to figure out how to stop the hitters from cheating. Because if the Astros
The
can
hitters
win,
are not
the
haters.
We're not talking about the we're not talking about the hitters
if the
right now.
Astros can win by cheating, then why
Carlos
can't the
Rodon.
pitchers
Nobody
cheat either?
cares. Shut up.
Why can't the pitchers cheat if the hitters can?
They aren't, Levi. They aren't right now. They aren't.
MLB
They
can't
are,
say
they
those
are.
things. Okay, I'm gonna do my little
The
example
hitters
here.
are very much cheating.
Here, okay.
When
So,
pitchers go through college and high school using their hands. I mean, my
Do
dad
you
was
see
a
this?
pitcher in college. He never used illegal substances
Yeah.
or anything like that.
This is the MLB ball. You can see it right there, and this is the minor league ball.
I don't even
The
think
seams are way higher risen
No, I
here.
don't- I don't
If you look at it here, you can see a huge
that's not
difference.
Oh my gosh.
Drew.
This
one
ball,
of
and then
those-
look, this. I can grip it like this all day long, right? This I can't do that at all. I literally can't. I'm right in between it, and this is the best I can do. And this I can literally do this all day. It's just it's so.
Give me the, because you have
It's
small
way
hands.
no, it's
Yeah.
way
It's
stickier.
because you have small hands.
No, this is actually way stickier. The major league balls are more slippery.
What are you trying to grab it
The major league balls are more slippery.
Dude,
Yeah, it's a
no,
hard
no,
game
no,
for
no,
pitchers.
no. The major
The
league
league
balls
is
are way
basically
slipperier.
rigs it
I can't
against
do that.
pitchers.
But you
Let
can,
them
no,
cheat.
put it right
Oh,
next
that's
to
what I
it.
say. The league rigs it against them.
Let me try
It's
this.
so easy.
for this one,
Yes.
I
I'm
have.
telling you, it's more slippery there.
You just have small hands.
Let me try.
It's
Let me
not
try.
about small hands. It's about putting it next to the seam.
Oh my,
Drew's
Drew's
right.
basketball. Drew's right. Wait, let me try this one. Let me try
No, I'm telling you.
this. Are you sure this is
I
MLB
watched-
ball? This is not.
Yes,
It is.
yes, it does.
It is.
Yeah, that's the MLB. Let me see.
No, but so is this one. They're the
Wait,
same.
no,
No, they're
no.
not. That's
Sit back
Pacific
down.
League.
The other one's Pacific League, minor leagues.
And that's just way stickier because the
Okay, come
MLB
back.
balls are made with they're more slippery. This Pacific Coast League.
The deal is, to me, the bottom line to me is, unless you can get a uniform way to stop hitters from stealing signs and that kind of thing, then I think that it evens the playing field to let the pitchers use something to help their spin rate out.
Then how come the batters still get hit now though?
They still can.
No, it's either home run or strikeout every time.
Well, that's a bigger issue because
That's
the batters are being taught that they should rather strike out trying to hit a home run than make a good
Because they're
contact.
not
That's what I'm trying to
The
say.
analytics. It's all
Even
about
if the
analytics.
batters are cheating, Even if the batters are cheating, they're not doing a good enough job apparently then because they're still striking out. Or when they make that contact, it's a home run.
But, my
The
question
reason
is,
that, because even if they know there's an off-speed pitch coming, the off-speed pitches are too hard for them to hit.
That's
because
what I'm
of the
trying to
spin rate.
say.
But that's what
so
I'm
it's
saying.
still too unfair.
is that
But
true
if the
though?
pitchers stop cheating, they're going to be able to hit all the off-speed pitches because they know that it's
But
coming.
look, baseball is it's a business at the end of the day, and you want to market the game to young kids. When their favorite player, Cody Bellinger or Aaron Judge, is going to strike out 100 times in the season and hit 40 home runs and have a 230 batting average, nobody wants to watch that when they're going to strike out 80% of the time.
I agree. That's why they need to fix the
They have
pitching
to-
problem.
Wait, I have a question.
No, but-
I have a question.
But taking away the substances will let the hitters put the
You're
ball in
telling
play
me-
more.
You're telling me they never get doubles or
But-
base hits anymore?
No,
they
they
don't.
do. They still get some doubles
Yeah,
and
sometimes.
quite a few base hits.
Sure, but
Take away
That's it.
the substances, and it'll be an offensive completely.
that's what
offensive
that's what the
dominated.
MLB should want.
If
it
it's
wouldn't
too in
just be-
favor.
All I'm saying is, I think there has to be.
Keep the balls that they have. Keep the non-juice balls. Take away the substances, and if pitcher, and then they can worry about the hitters cheating.
I think there should be a substance that everyone's allowed to use, and then.
There shouldn't be substances. They didn't get drafted because they use substances. They got drafted
Yes,
because
but
they
this
can throw a
ball
curveball.
is more slippery, and
Yeah,
the
they need
seams
to
aren't
use
as
something.
raised
Then
as
get a
those
different
balls.
balls and just make different balls.
Yes, that's another option.
Gosh, it's the easier option.
No, but an easy option is just okay.
Or Glasnow said he found a new grip and it worked for him fine. Just find a new grip. I mean, seriously.
So why don't they just make a substance that is not as sticky as spidertac and is some sort of rosin mixture that everyone is allowed to use? And if they find anyone else with any other substance, and then they can do that. Have you heard Trevor Bauer? He's like says like they should get their hands swabbed or something before each inning, and then they should send it to a lab. And then if they have something different, and then, but then
No, actually, I like that. Send it to a lab, analyze it, and if they determine that the player is using too much,
that's what
you
Trevor Bauer
suspend him.
thinks
If the player is
before
using
every inning.
Trevor Bauer has no right to talk at all. This guy's literally an idiot.
no, Trevor,
No, I
I
like
respect the
Trevor
guy.
What?
He called
He
this
tries-
in the first
He
place.
tries to get banned, and then he decides to start cheating himself and try to prove a point by
No,
saying,
he
"Hey,
was-
look, I'll cheat too,
He
and now
did.
look how good I am."
He did.
Yes,
he
that's
proved
such
it.
a good point.
He
And now
proved
look,
his
and now
point.
it's gonna stop.
Well, his point at first was the reason
Without
that
Trevor
Garrett Cole
Bauer,
was so
I don't
good.
think we're talking about right
No,
now.
without Trevor Bauer, this is not even a thing.
So, STEM Sportscast, thanks for watching. I think there should be a legalized substance that everyone can use.
I think
agree
there
with
shouldn't
that
be
take.
substances.
I agree. There should be a legalized limit of what they can use.
And if you're a fan of baseball, you shouldn't want pitchers to go out there with
Yeah.
stuff on their hands and on their hats and start cheating to the batters. I mean, it
I-
ruins the game. It ruins the view rate of the MLB. I mean, Manfred, if he's anything smart, he did.
People are watching it more this year than any other.
Guys,
That's
listen,
because there's cheating right now.
I would like-
The thing about this is, it's getting the name out there. This is really making the MLB a front headline, but that's not in a good way though. So like, it just
Guys,
doesn't make
I
any
would
sense.
like to see more doubles, triples, and singles. I don't just want to see a home run or a strikeout every time.
And we are
So I don't
out.
want-
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you
Leave
later.
your comments down
Yeah,
below.
what do
Tell
you
us
thought?
What do you
who's
think?
right, who's wrong. I know I'm right.
I know I'm
And,
just.
and
Ma-
go
make
watch
sure
the
you
Trevor
let me know
Bauer
that I'm
interview
right.
that happened a couple days
Garrett
ago.
Cole interview, watch
Really
them all.
good
They're all
interview.
good.
Yeah.
Glasnow's interview was very. He kind of poured his
Emotional.
heart out into that, but it still was pretty
Yeah.
dumb.
It made me feel really bad. That's why I determined
Didn't
that
make
it
me
should
feel
be
bad
illegal
at all.
to shoot.
He's
See ya.
still cheating.
Sorry that you cheated.